Hello, boys and girls. My name is Cool Yoshi in 1907, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough. As you can see from the setup, yes, we were using some Bowser because we were trying to do the time trials, and in the last video, we finished off getting all the time trial goes speeding. At least the Nintendo ones, which there's only one of them this time, so not much else to do here except go back into free roam mode again. We're back here again. We'll just go straight for the character selection right away so I'm not missing anything. So I'm gonna have to change the way I route this, as of course we got all the characters a lot since quite a while ago now, and so now we're going to have to do a new linear order where basically I'm gonna go from left to right like I did before. Except we're gonna add in the new character stomachs, and they're gonna be the last characters we use. So we're gonna start with Cataquack. I'm gonna put I'm on it's not really a good Asian one. Maybe this. I guess. Why not at this point? And then, for our actual starting spot, I don't know where to go. I might actually just continue the way I did before. So I think I said that I was going to change the way I did stuff in this mode, and I am definitely doing that. So we're gonna actually start going to the various courses, and actually, wait, no, there's one spot I should go. This is Peach Beach. Why don't we go here instead? I want to at least take him to his area. We're gonna use quite a Cataquack at all. May as well take him to his own area. Basically, my goals now is to basically 100% all the different zones based off of the areas they're currently in. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste too much time here, so I'm just gonna look at my map and just try to nail where I think some of the items are. We'll start by going here for one of the so you can also cut Shabbat, by the way. All it does though is give you like a specific cut set. And then there's absolutely nothing over here. So we're gonna go over. I think we need to like maybe two-step one of these. It's kind of weird. Some of these areas do not have two-steps like that. Others do. It's a little weird. Okay, that does not have anything. Why not try looking behind here? Nope. Okay, I assume those must be higher up then, so we'll have to find some way to get higher up to find these. It's kind of interesting that this course is split into kind of like a couple of sections. Wow, that was like the easiest we've ever caught Nabbit. I don't even know if we have to do Nabbit catching for the inline set. It doesn't seem like he gives anything. I think it'd be easier if we just not caught him. So I didn't mention about catching him as part of the 100%, so I think it'd be easier to just do this normally. Okay, well yeah, this is pretty easy actually. Going up here, there are panels literally right next to each other. So my new goal is to try and focus a bit more on those question mark panels over anything else, and then just kind of go for everything else later as they like come up. So yeah, and I'm not gonna wait to. I'm gonna wait a little bit to actually set up stuff until later, because a lot of my time spent on this too is just doing nothing for a few minutes or so. Let's go off here and just try to explore around a bit. See if this leads to anything. Okay, it led us to a pipe. Where does that take us? Okay. Okay, well it looks like it mattered. I saved that feather for quite a bit. I'm glad I did that now. Now it's really good. Alright. Okay, we have a jump we can take here, which can help us get onto this mist, except we kind of messed it up. So, yeah, I should have told you guys, like you can farm for items in our individual segments, you can also rewind to keep abusing to try and get the same items over and over again until you get to the other items. And the main reason why I did this is so I could use this feather to get up here and get up to this part, which activates a pressure panel, and we'll just ride this naturally and see where it leads. Okay, we're going up a nut tower now. That looks cool. That looks interesting. Okay, well that gave us some money, but it didn't really get us much else. Okay, I'm gonna go back up here, but we're gonna change our angle slightly. How many times do I have to rewind this? Apparently quite a bit. And yeah. Okay, well, it looks like we're gonna have to brake on this part. But after using this, there we go. Having the brake in this part is actually kind of important, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of annoying to do without it. Alright. I'm gonna take a little breather too. We should have gotten a couple of items now, so we can kind of just look around for everything else. Anyways, I'm going for the question art box first because I just feel like they're the easiest. You can also naturally get a couple of stuff done by doing that. Alright, oh, they're adding new stuff to this. Oh, so they didn't have stickers before this update. Now they actually tell you what stickers you get from what, so you can even better look at it and see, oh, I don't have this sticker, then I must not have this particular panel. But I have this other sticker, which means I must have this other panel. I'm not gonna lie, Ginkgo is getting much smarter now. Yes, I need to mention, this is not fine whatsoever, because we'll be here forever otherwise. So we are using the Ginkgo guide, of course, which tells you where all the secrets are, and it's probably the only guide we're gonna have to use, because after all, we can't even do anything normally anyway. So Lieutenant seems to want us to actually explore the map rather than giving us a freebie, say, oh, you can just use this free map, which will tell you where everything is, and you can just get it done that way. Nope, they don't give you access to that. We have to work hard for this, clearly. Thank goodness Ginkgo at least gives us something. Okay, we got a nice luck with some mushrooms, so this will be pretty fast. Okay, I'll just use this to get to the goal. So we have it. If not at this point. Okay, go. So before this round, we didn't have anybody telling us about what to do in the next part. But now the guide actually kind of shows you more on. Oh, did I? Sorry, Yoshi. It's kind of funny you can bounce off the other dancers, though. I feel a little bit sad when it's Yoshi I'm bouncing off of. You know how I'm feeling, man. Clearly, I like it. Okay, well, that's how I was able to avoid it. Alright, I could have sworn I saw, a secret coin up here. Oh, I guess it is up there. It's just not in the way I expected. Let's see here. Let's try doing this. Okay, that wasn't bad. We can just stop here, and then try going here. just so you know, that when you actually know what to do, this game isn't quite as hard as the other games stuff. Which, for me, is Forza Horizon 5. So, and no, I'm not just saying that to be weird. I actually did do a semi-through on my own of at least getting to the Hall of Fame on Forza Horizon 5, and it was a pretty fun game. I think the only really big challenge with that game, though, was like all these crazy jumps you have to do. If you thought all these other jumps were difficult, oh, well, you haven't seen anything yet. In Forza Horizon, you have to do like some absolutely insane jumps that are precise to the point where you have to jump off in a very particular way. If you did not have rewind in that game, you would waste over, sometimes maybe even 10 minutes in some cases, just trying to get back to where you messed up, just to get one stinking item. And I think I remember watching my dad say something like, oh, he watched someone literally try the same collectible in that game for over an hour before they finally caught it. Oh man, sometimes the game just has some ridiculous collectibles. What makes it more fun though is, in general, Forza Horizon kind of has a little bit more to do for Mario Kart World. So if you've played this game and then also played Forza Horizon, you'll think this is probably one of the games in the series. After all, while the Mario Kart World idea was cool, the stuff doesn't really work. Honestly, that's actually true. Like, I don't think true. Well, although they did a good job trying to make it work, I just feel like with no real way of tracking down the collectibles, it just doesn't seem really well. I guess we should. I don't know. I think a lot of people probably wish they would focus more on the traditional Mario Kart lineup of the game versus the normal lineup that we got other modes. Okay, I just realized something. I'm not gonna get a lot if I just do other stuff. So we're gonna have to farm for items again. We have a new strat on our side to try and do it a little bit faster now. So I tried to do the item set. Unfortunately, we need the feather, so we're gonna do the setup again. We're gonna do a delay trick. If we don't get a feather though this time, we're just gonna stop until we like repass the item boxes, and just like before, we can keep firing the same item boxes over and over again. Instead of going for a specific food though, we're going for feather, and we're not trying to replenish the item, we're just trying to get it in the first place. So that's what we're trying to do here. Alright, let's go here. Oop, hi, MJ. Just trying to go around here real quick. Okay, here we go. Gonna have to do a little bit of get enough speed to make this. Okay, that's time we made it. Oh, we got another item. Now, okay. Okay, this is gonna be a bit more intense. So my idea now is do a bunch of jumps and then hopefully hop off at a weird time that might give me the right height. I actually have to do it mushroom boosted, so it might actually... Oh, okay, or not. I need more speed. There we go, we got that very annoying Peach Medallion. Took at least a good amount of time there. Too bad, because we did most of the other Peach stuff pretty quickly, but this was a little bit trickier than expected. And we still need that other coin. Alright, this time we're gonna follow up. Alright. Wait a minute. Oh, we're already really close. Okay, we want to go here. That was weird. Alright, so we have to kind of, if we look down, we can see that we can kind of hop onto the grass here. If we hop down in enough times, we can eventually land ourselves on a random rail in the middle of nowhere. That was really bad. I believe we missed it. Let's try it again. But yeah, we'll pretty much just land ourselves on this random rail in the middle of nowhere. We'll just sit here, and yeah. Then we just kind of take that secret path, which gives us the beach medallion. And I assume the next one is going to require the same secret as well, but we're going to go ahead and be back first before we do stuff. Yeah. If we want to get Beach's second segment, we have to go back here again, except this time we have to go a slightly different path. The way I'm gonna do this is go like this. Oh, okay, we actually already saw it. Okay, that actually worked just fine, just doing that way. I'm not sure if that was the entire way of doing that, but that works. We got everything done on this part. Now we just have to mark it down again. We're down to that's a total of 60 question mark pop panels now. You know, as tempting as it is to play Yoshi throughout the other characters, I feel like I may want to give the our main characters, a chance to sign at least once. So we'll probably just pick whichever outfit I think is favorite to balance it out. Yoshi will still be used as the main character. We're just not to use him as much as I would normally use him. Anyway, back to the free roam map again. I did this a little bit out of order, but to be fair, I kind of wanted to do it anyway. Okay, there's one that's missing. I'm gonna do this next. Alright. I will say, this one feels really deceptive. You know how far you have to go out of your way just to get to it. Sometimes it feels like they've left some of these just randomly in the sides to make you have to really hunt down all in order to find them. So right now we have to dodge all these shy guys. And these days. Star, so we could also technically just right through them anyway, but it didn't matter, we didn't need it. We easily got that done. Thought there would be more here, but I guess not. Now I'm curious to see where this goes. We'll go ahead and find out just briefly. Here we go. Alright, we need to go to a different course this time. I'm gonna look at my map and start taking this linearly again to make sure I'm not, like, missing anything. So, if we actually want to do this more linearly, and we're doing this, like, maybe in columns or rows, then our next one on the list, technically on this row, without messing up anything, would be Wario's Shipyard. Wario Shipyard, that is. So let's go there and start doing stuff here instead. Again, we'll focus on the stuff in the main course first. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go, Wario Shipyard it is. I'm gonna actually immediately leave this for a bit. Outside to okay, well now I saw where it is. Alright, since you can't get to there from that, we're gonna instead go around the corner for a bit. We saw a way to go up top there. Oh, looks like we found it. Just hidden at the back end here. Here it is. I think this is sort of the edge one, which is behind the finish line. So now if we drive straight forward and maybe go up higher, we should see another piece of it. Smart block panel. Probably the best advantage with going for the crush smart block panels is you can occasionally see them from afar if you look at the mini-map closely enough, and you also... They are also the only thing to get marked on the whole map. It's the only thing you can keep track of. The coins, they don't let you track. The other stuff, they also don't let you track. Oh, okay, well... Whoa, that was weird. Didn't know it would just send me up into that. We'll go ahead and use it. Okay, we're gonna have to hop off of this. Get the right angle. Not only are tricks super useful for other things, it seems like they're kind of required anyways in order to just line yourself up with the trick stuff half of the time. Oh, no. Okay, we found that. So it looks like all of the blocks we found are all in the same exact area. Interesting. We'll probably have to go to the top of that thing for something, but I think for now we want to just, again, stick to the main course area. Oh, well, at least I saw an idea. Let's try using a biz here. See if this gets us over. Ah, perfect. And we got it right away this time. Nice. Wait, that was over here, then that means that's actually a different course part. Yeah, we did this right next to the ship instead. Alright, let's go parts of the course instead. This time we'll go under here for a bit. So if I look correctly, this might be hidden between either this somewhere else. Otherwise, it's probably not clear where to go. Probably have a better time looking if I can first get up top here somehow. Looks like we have only one option, which is to go somewhere over here first. Okay, I think there's a jump we can use to get up here if we time it just right. Or not. Okay, alright. Well, now we see what they have to do. Okay. At the very least, we got up here now. Now we need to figure out where we're supposed to go next. That's also here. Again, we're not focusing on that. I'm not sure if there's a reward for catching Navid in all areas either. I'll just kind of take it as it happens. Again, no, it doesn't seem like he is. Honestly, it'd be tedious to track too. I don't think there's an in-game tracker for that either. Like practically everything. Okay, well, that should be all that done. Yeah, perfect. Alright, cool. We got all this done surprisingly fast. Okay, now we need to actually go back onto the main course somehow. We just get naturally through this section, clearly. If we actually stop here, we'll be able to explore this area a bit more. Don't really see anything around here. We might be better off elsewhere. Oh, here's our coin. It looks surprisingly simple to get, actually. Maybe not that way. Even with tricks, this is kind of tricky. Yeah, alright. Have to take the most accurate angle we've done in a while. Really? That was tough. Just landing on some of these seems really tricky enough, man. I have no clue what Peach Medallion it is, but there's also a second one on the other side, so we'll probably go there next. First off, though, we'll have to probably go back to the cannon again. This time we'll probably go on the left instead. Let's try going over here. Okay, we're not gonna get anywhere doing that. Really. Really, we're overthinking this on a bit. Oh, I see something on top there as well. You can only barely tell about it because of the shine, you say. Oh, these up. By the way, if you do want to farm normal collectible steps, there is a strat where you can farm them very, 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 very quickly using this one here area over and over again. Is this actually the right one? I'm gonna check it. Yeah, okay, this is the right switch. When I find a switch, I'm gonna go through each option until I figure out what to do. Oop. Okay, I was not ready for that. The other stuff. Oh, we have mushrooms this time. It's much tighter than expected, so we're gonna have to retry it and just not fall off this time. Alright. Well, we're getting there a bit more. Yeah, classic follow the coins. He definitely knows what he's getting into by trying to follow a coin path, except we're not playing as Mario, we're playing something completely different. Okay, I did not jump that correct, so that's probably why it fell very far. So let's try that again. Alright, we pretty much have to drift that early if we want to get that done fast enough. Let's try this again. Since we're kind of doing random and not to be a bit trickier to do stuff. I think what I actually want mostly in this mode is we want to try and go for handling, probably over anything else. Gosh. That's probably the tightest mission we've seen up to this point. My goodness. That was like unbelievably tight all of a sudden. Let's just follow this first and see where this leads. Up top here, apparently. Can't get a good angle from here. You know what's really annoying about the Peach medallions? You can't tell what the heck they are until you get close to them. In addition to them being the hardest item to find at all, you don't actually see them appear until you're like already close there. Oh, almost got that on the first try. Pretty much figured this is how you guess. There we go. That must have been it, seriously. So let's check now. Yep. You can actually get this with a glide ramp as well, but then what I just did was probably the cooler way of doing that. Alright, so that should have been acquired. And this one we just got. I'm gonna check though to make sure. Weird. Yeah, this is the right one. Alright. Okay, most of the rest of the stuff left is the P-switches, but we have to go off the course for quite a bit, I think, if we want to have a good chance of finding them. So we'll start from here, turn around, and kind of go from here. This time around, we'll purposely go outside a bit so we can maybe find it here. Starting on this random sand dune. Nowhere. Okay, did not find one. Now we're back in the area, and we did find one over here, so we'll do this one instead. Time to scale the shipwreck for boo coins. Yes, that's a jump trick, by the way. If you jump multiple times in quick succession, you can basically get more boosts than normal. Add a little bit of leeway to it, thankfully. We'll just go back to where we were already. Looks like both of these next ones might just be on the ship itself, anyway. We'll have to do this again. Decent stopping shot. Okay, I don't think there is actually any on here. Probably have to actually go inside of the thing, so let's fall down this pit area, which we normally do not fall down in a normal instance. This would be out of bounds for the course, but here we might be able to look at inside a bit more. Just round. Okay, once again, we're not really getting anywhere. This will be easier if we just look at the video. Okay, well, we got that at the very least. Okay, Okay, we need to go to the main ship first. Then we need to go to an island that's somewhat close by it to find this one. Since we have no idea, we'll probably just go to every main island until we find it. Alright. Okay, let's actually watch this video. Get sort of an idea of where to go. I try not to generally start from the starting point because it could take a little while to get. Okay, this feels way farther out than expected. Oh wait, did we just find it? No, this is something completely different. I don't want this one. This one's actually, I don't think the one we want, but we'll check to see what it is. Alright, so this is a completely different one. It's not even in the main area at all. Alright, well, we'll have to do the classic strat again. What's most confusing about some of these is figuring out what you're supposed to do on these. Okay, I sort of figured out what to do here, so we'll just kind of them and see where it takes us. So that's the main ship we just passed. Oh wait, I see it now. There we go. Wow, that was really long, way far out of the way, actually. This is not even close to our island. It felt way farther away than it was. Alright, this is just a big move. To rescue these points from where I'm not doing really well so far. It's full already. Thankfully, boot coin challenges seem to be fairly straightforward so far. At least that I know about. Alright, we'll just do the reset, man. This will be way easier. You don't have to reset to the start course each time. I just feel like, without confusing some of these get, it's easier for me if we did that. We actually have to go off the map a bit. Go. Let's go here and just follow the edge now. Okay, I think it's more clear now where we have to go. So we're gonna have to take an aerial trip for a bit. Not the air though, over here. because the hint on it says take a non-stop flight from tower to tower, which our best guess means we have to find a way to scale each of these towers first before we can get to that. Ooh, that's not where I wanted to go. Not that it suddenly snaps you to an area out of nowhere. Is that crazy? So I guess I was sort of right about one thing. You do have to at least scale one of these towers if you want to get to a point, and yeah, sure enough, there it is. Didn't have to use the video the rest of it, so that saved a bit of time there. We'll go ahead and get that other storm one as well while we have a chance. Oh, this is a tight one that starts with no time whatsoever. Ooh, hello. All the coins in the world today. Okay, we're gonna do this, but we're just gonna use the ride around normally. So, yeah, we get... Oh, what the frick was that? The game, like, stopped us. We couldn't even move. The glider just stopped. I don't think they ever really intend you to use it more than a few feet, I guess. That was so weird. I've never seen that before. Alright, so this one, I basically went to the main ship for a bit, and then once I got here, we basically just kind of went off. When we found that. We'll go ahead and get that now. I just wanted to wait until after I did the other stuff first. So I didn't really miss anything else. So here, this is where we need to be. Okay, Bravest Storm Getter Roof Vines. Okay, this is the correct one that we came back on. So now we are going to do this one before we forget. Oh, we get into a cannon. That was cool. Drift was mostly just to straighten myself out here. It's so easy to mess up. Okay, we are not going to reset. Instead, we're going to go to our menu, because that is going to be about time to move on to the next track after this. We're now over 100 P-switches done as well, by the way, which is really cool. Alright, so we got that one. Now we need to go to the map itself and do a bunch of stuff here. Okay, we'll get this unmarked. Yeah, all four of these look about right. Oh wow, it's all the way over here. No wonder why it was a little bit off-centered. Okay. Oh, that was one of the other shots. Okay, we're fine with that. Oh, whoa. This one's different. This one's very different, okay. Alright. There's a really tricky coin here that I want to get. Let's do that now. So this is... So remember that thing I said about, like, climbing the area? I think we actually have to do that now. So let's do that. Go up here right now, though. Go here. Let's grab some items while we're at it. And run up here. Okay. Okay, let's pause for a moment and see where we're at. Okay, this looks about right. Alright, let's go here. But we'll jump off a bit earlier and maybe, yeah, let's trick over here actually. Oh, okay, I wasn't fast enough with my brake. Okay, well now we're here. Now let's see where the wants us to go next. Thank goodness for rewind, by the way. It would be so bad if you missed any of these jumps. Alright, now we go here for a bit. Go, this area. Oh, okay, this one's a little tricky now. Okay, alright. Oh boy, this one's one of those again. So if you're wondering, this is kind of a hidden secret, because we have to actually do a charge jump to get on this one. So yeah, this is the first one in a while where we have to do a reset. And I just realized something. I am doing that way too far back. We need to actually be more around this area and then look like this actually. Oh, okay, that was way too early. And we drifted instead of doing the other stuff. Did that work? Okay, good. Alright, we're on. Let's just see where this takes us. Alright, so yeah, if we did this alright, we'll be able to follow the sand path where if we just slam our glider into the wall like this, we'll get a hidden Peach medallion literally on the very top of the shipyard. And also get a good view while we're at it too, which is probably one of the harder coins to get. Pretty sure we got a good one there. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'll admit that was really fun. Alright, I don't have anything else I want to do here, but I do want to at least attempt certain stuff. Thankfully, the map icon will help us out a little bit more at this one, so we're gonna first check for a bit. Oh wait, we have to go forwards actually. Sort of. Alright, I'm gonna turn, follow up. Maybe not here actually right away, but maybe about. Ah, here we go, alright. Actually, we'll have better luck if we go around this part first. So my goal right now is to get to these desert islands, which you, unlike others, you can see on the mini-map. You can kind of tell where they are, and that's where we're gonna want to go next. There's gonna be 2 P-switch challenges over there, and I think 2 others near there as well, which we'll try to do time, but we'll probably end up switching characters. So yeah, if we just go off here, they'll just be these islands off in the middle of nowhere. Strangely, there's no Peach medallions on here whatsoever, but they are other secrets though here. Particular Navit, but also mainly these extra race stuff we can do, which is first we need to nab blue coins over here, and then that we get to do elsewhere. So that there, and otherwise good handling is key to that one, I'll say that much. Alright. So that was one of those down. Now we'll try to just basically go to map says is the leftward spot on there. Okay, not seeing anything. We'll have to go around for a bit until we find somewhere to get on top, because that's probably how we're gonna find the secret. Oh wow. Oh wow, whoa, whoa, whoa. All of a sudden. actually... Oh, okay, it's just right here instead. Oh, I see. This is actually the right side of the area, and... Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now it's raining item boxes. This looks weird. Holy crap. This looks interesting. Alright, anyway, yeah. So if we go through all this extra stuff... I think we have, yeah. So by going through all the way to these deserted islands, we get a extra course that is not even a part of the base game at all. It's just a really say a course on a pretty secret area. The other zones at least had something that we could go to. Not here. Clearly, we have to just go around this deserted island instead. Why did they have this added as a track? I guess it is also only one loop, so I'm not sure how interesting it would be, but like, there's a second loop over there. Why not turn that into a figure 8 and make that a new track? There's so many different track ideas they could have used. They have a big, massive world to play with, and yet they only have this as a Switch challenge. Some of these big track things you see here, I wish they were tracks. So they're kind of cool to drive here in this mode, sessionary mode too. Alright, got that done. Now I want to go, well now we know that we're on the left side of that island. Look at stuff around here now. Unfortunately, though, that's not gonna be where we do that, because, yep, it's that time again, guys. It's my time to end the episode time once again. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, though. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we keep somewhat struggling to try and get through all the collectibles. If anything, probably the most tedious part about this game is that there are so many collectibles in the freeway mode, it takes, like, most of the time. Trust me, yo, I'm gonna try and balance it out with other things to make it not super boring. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Till then, bye!